Light from the oldest galaxies, the oldest documented light in the history of the universe, from over 13 billion, let me say that again, 13 billion years ago.
What I have seen just moved me as a scientist, as an engineer, and as a human being.
Koholo, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Yahushai, Rachachodash. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. So we saw NASA release images from the Webb telescope. Now, pay no mind to all the dates and names they use. That's just Esau Edom's bullshit. Esau Edom being the biblical name of the so-called white man, right? 17 billion years ago this, or... and also, if you're reading, it's an exoplanet. An exoplanet is a planet that is located outside of our solar system, which Esau Edom calls it the Milky Way or some bullshit like that. So... as you can see, it looks like jewels in the sky. It looks like something that is so beautiful, you can't even believe this is an actual image. And this is just how carnally we view this image, you know, being in these flesh, wicked, carnal bodies. It still looks majestic. Like, look at them. They're like jewels in the night sky, and then, like, wow. So let's get the scripts, man. This is John chapter 14, verse 2. The words of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, the author and finisher of our faith and beyond, our deliverer, our high priest, and more. So John 14 and 2. In my Father's house are many mansions. So he's going to look up the word mansion.
Strong's G 3438, Manet.
Manet sounds like Monet, you know, that guap, but Manet. All right, a staying, abiding, dwelling, abode. All right, so going back to John 14 and 2, the words of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. In my Father's house are many mansions, so many places to dwell. We know we're going to be like the sands of the sea, like the stars in the night sky, in a pure night sky. Okay, so it's like, how are you going to be able to house all these Israelites? Because of this. All these galaxies, like, look how much they number. And this is just a carnal example. Like, imagine how many galaxies lead to, more galaxies that lead to planets. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, we'll have superpowers. So if you want your mansion to be on a sun, like a ball of shining light, you could do that. You won't need an astronaut suit or any form of carnality. Why? Because with the spiritual, with ultimately being linked up with Yahweh Yahushai in the purest form possible, you could do anything. I can do all things with Yahweh Shai HaMashiach that strengtheneth me. Okay, so if it were not so, once again, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, if it were not so, I would have told you. Because Yahweh Shai is all about yay or nay. There's no in between. He would have told us. And he's telling us. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. Right? He was talking to the disciples before they became apostles. So that part is contextual, and you should read, John 14 if you want to find out more, or if you want to go further, read the gospel. It's all Yahweh Shai Ratazah. So going to 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9, this is Apostle Paul speaking, who we know was taught directly through the Spirit by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. It says here, but as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard. And, being in this truth, our eyes have seen some pretty cool shit, and our ears have heard some pretty amazing things. But it says here, neither have it entered into the heart of man. So your lob. Okay, and we've thought some pretty amazing things. The things which Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai power hath prepared for them that love him. All right, and Apostle Paul drew this from Isaiah chapter, it's in the 60s, right? But which basically says the same thing, but it goes a little bit further by saying, for those that wait upon Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, so I mean, if we could see this, right, and this is absolutely stunning. Imagine what's to come for those that love Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in truth and sincerity, and ultimately who Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai loves. So with that, I hope y'all were edified. Shalom.